Hey Internet, it is Steve, and this is part 2 of the Murdock cosplay makeup tutorial. It could be used as a Halloween makeup or just FX makeup if you want to have bruises on your face. I don't know. So what you're going to need is a reference photo, FX makeup. Check the last tutorial to see details on this. I'm not really going to cover it this time. Makeup sponges, 99% isopropyl or rubbing alcohol. Don't use any less than 99% or it won't work. And a clean face, pretty much. Oh, and you might need foundation and setting powder. I don't really do contouring or anything like that because I'm not really into that. I think my face is fine, but if you want to contour your face to look more masculine, if you need it, go ahead. Do what you want to do. Okay, first, start out with your FX palette and we're going to do bruises. There's going to be a bruise right here on the right side of my face, which might turn out as the left side of the face on the film, I'm not really sure. There's going to be a bruise right here to look kind of like your cheekbone got bruised, or a black eye, but this is the part you want to be careful of. Putting rubbing alcohol next to your eyes is a bad idea, so you want to be really careful about getting it in your eyes. I'm going to do a bruise right here too. It's going to be more of a cut bruise, but you do what you want. I also think I'm going to do one up here on the eyebrow because he appeared to have a bruise on his eyebrow. And then we're going to do a cut across the nose like in the promo picture, which I don't have right here. And then a cut on the lip, which is the promo picture, which again I don't have. So you're going to start out, spray this with your alcohol in your first color, which is going to be yellow. It's going to be the base tone for your bruise. Sorry. It's not really on film, the spraying. Sorry. I don't have a mirror in front of me, so I'm going to have to do this in my phone. Basically, yeah, it's going to sting your eyes, the fumes from the rubbing alcohol, so just be really careful of that. Yeah, it's really strong. So basically just put down a thin coat of yellow with your sponge, and then go in with this purpley red color, which is Bruised tone. It's backwards, I'm sorry. God damn it. Basically go in with your Bruised tone and put down a layer of purplish red for the bruise. I'm not doing one color all at once, I'm doing one section at once, all together. If you want to do it like you do the yellow here and then the yellow here, or wherever, do that. I'm not. I don't care. I don't think you want to extend it that far. If you do accidentally extend it that far, take your sponge without color and just... Oh, that had color in it. Oh gosh. Well, I guess I'm doing more bruises. My bad. Take your sponge without color and blend it out. There, that's better. Okay. Now, ugh, stuff on my face. I'm sorry. Take some green, whichever green color you have, if you have a green. If you don't have a green, that's fine, but if you want your bruise to look super disgusting, green is the way to go. Basically put down the smallest amount of color that you can. Don't have it be too strong. Just do a pretty irregular pattern. Bruises aren't going to be perfectly shaped one way or another. Whatever. Next, take some red or blood tone. Whatever red color you have will work as long as it's not too strong or bright. And then just bloody that thing up quite a bit. Kind of make the color the strongest around the impact zone, which for me is right here. My phone doesn't have the best resolution, so I don't know if you can see it too great. I certainly can't because I don't have a mirror, so this probably will turn out looking like shit. Okay, next take a blue. Basically the smallest amount you can get on your sponge. You don't want it to be too strong. I think I'm going to end up speeding up the other parts of my face that are bruises as well, because this takes a long time and I don't want this video to be half an hour long. So, sorry. Okay, next take a darker blood tone, the dark red. It's not the brighter red tone, but it's kind of a more rusty red, if that explains it. Probably not, but whatever. Concentrate it around the impact zone. If you want, you can even smear some blood on your nose to start off that cut. Ugh. Rubbing alcohol is strong. Please be careful about getting it in your eyes. And yeah, take your bruise tone again, which is that reddish purple color, and get the color pretty strong. Like, concentrate it on the sponge, and then concentrate it right around this impact zone, so it looks super dark and super disgusting. This probably isn't going to be the best because I can't really see, but no, that looks good. If you get these random little splotches, just take your sponge without the color in it and blend it out with some rubbing alcohol. Just be careful because that's really near my eye. And there's a bruise right there. If you want to take some more blue, go right ahead. If you want to make it look a little more gross, which is what I'm gonna do. I feel like it needs more blue for some reason. And there you go, there's the first bruise. So, that's pretty much the technique I'm going to use for the other bruises right here and right here, but I do use this technique a little bit more on the nose, but it's going to be a bit different because it's going to be a cut instead of just a bruise like this. And also, for this bruise, take your sponge without color on it, spray it with some rubbing alcohol, and then dab it right on the impact zone to make it look like it's raised skin. There. Now it looks like I got punched in the face. And that's what you want, because he gets punched in the face a lot, I guess. Okay, now moving on to the cut on the nose. I already put some of this blood tone down. Go ahead and put some more on there. You want your nose to look really red and irritated. On the bridge, mostly. Don't really go too far into that part. And then take your bruise color sponge, wherever that might have just gone. And I like to use the smaller end of the sponge this end, and get some color on there, and to go like this in a line to make it look like it's a bit of a thinner cut. You don't want it to be a huge chunky bruise on your face. That'd look weird. Unless you do, then do that, but I don't. This is crooked. Oh my gosh, what the hell. If you make a mistake, just take your colorless sponge and go ahead and blend that out. That's the start to the cut. That's just bruise tone. It doesn't have to be a perfect line. It can get broken up like that. Doesn't really matter. And then take your darker red blood tone. Actually, no. Take some blue first. Take the small end and do the same thing you just did with the bruise tone, but not as concentrated as that bruise tone just was. Crap. I'm screwing it up. No, that looks okay. Never mind. You can blend it out. I don't like it that strong, but that's good, actually. Then take your darker red, aged blood, dark red, rusty red, whatever. It's the darkest red you're going to use. And get that super concentrated on the small end of the sponge. And that doesn't have any color on it. Come on. And then make your cut. There's that cut. Now, take the larger end, get the color a lot less concentrated on it, but use the same dark rusty red, and just put some blood right around it to make it look red and irritated. Just like that. Now, for the other 2, 3, there's going to be a cut right here on the lip. Basically do the same thing that you just did with this cut, but these 2 bruises right here I'm going to do the same thing as this bruise. So I'm going to speed that up and not talk. So if you need to know how to do it again, rewind the video and rewatch this and this. I'll use the same colors in the same order that I did before also, just to let you know. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear running water. My basement doesn't have a ceiling, so there's water running through pipes. I can't stop it, I'm sorry. And there you go. That's pretty much all the bruising and everything you want to do. If you want to do more to make your face look more gruesome, go right ahead. But this is where I stopped for my cosplay. Sorry. Ugh. The next thing I usually do is cover up the rest of my face to make it look clearer. Because I have a lot of zits and stuff. Acne. Whatever. But this is completely optional. You don't have to do cover up or contouring. I don't really care. Just do what you want to do. And that's basically it. Now all you need are your glasses, and there you go. You're Matt Murdock. Go kick some ass. Have fun. I probably won't be doing any more makeup tutorials after this, because I don't really do makeup other than special effects makeup. And this is really the only cosplay I've done that has FX makeup. So, if you're using this for another cosplay, go right ahead and make it your own. I don't care. Be who you want to be. So, that is it for today, and I'll probably see you later.